Welcome back to Let's Review, a show where we discuss the latest as well as greatest in entertainment and media alike. I'm your host, PraiseK3000, and today I'll be reviewing a film I recently watched. So the plan ahead will be to discuss the overview of the movie, meaning who made it, who's in it, and what it's about. Then we'll be moving on to the story at hand, where I usually elaborate on my thoughts towards the piece of media we're discussing, which will then lead into the final wrap-up before we go, where I generally summarize all we discussed in the video. Now, let's review. Overview of the media we're discussing. Two for the Road is a 1967 British romantic comedy drama film directed and produced by Stanley Donen and starring Aubrey Hepburn and Finney. Written by Frederic Raphael, the film is about a husband and wife who examine their 12-year relationship while on a road trip to southern France. Review of the movie. The film is very old Hollywood. The direction was decent, nothing too flashy or showy, but more subtle and intimate. The performances were good, particularly from Hepburn and Finney, who completely put on a clinic with their chemistry and their believability as this couple who once had something with one another but are now trying to reconnect to find out what they loved about each other to begin with. The story was okay. Nothing too outside of the box. The approach to the story was a lot different. So the storytelling, I do have to give high praise for, because at the time, their non-linear storytelling in this film was very lauded, and some say it's what gave them an Academy Award nominee. So yeah, the writing was good. The movie is a fun watch and does have a lot to offer, but it just didn't grab me as much as I thought it would. But it's still a fun flick. And now for the wrap up before we go. So my final thoughts on the film here is that there wasn't much to it to flesh out, but the movie is good, not great, and is a little long in its runtime. However, I cautiously recommend it for you if you haven't seen it already, especially if you like that old classic film style. This is definitely worth a watch for sure. So check it out if you haven't seen it already.